Hello guys, LifeHackster here, and today we are going to review and test out the Wyze Battery Video Doorbell. Also note that I bought this doorbell for this video. If you are in the Wyze ecosystem, this doorbell is a pretty good choice, and I like its wide field of view. But there's some little things that Wyze needs to work and can improve on, which I'll show you later in the video. This Wyze Video Doorbell records in 1536 by 1536 pixel resolution at 20 frames per second in daytime and color recording at night, and 15 FPS in infrared black and white night vision. It has the 1:1 aspect ratio, 150-degree field of view on both horizontal and vertical, so you will get a head-to-toe view. Now, this is a battery-powered doorbell with a 6400 mAh capacity, rechargeable built-in battery. And Wyze states good for 6 months of use. But one cool thing is that it can also be wired in using your existing doorbell wiring, and you can set the doorbell to record continuously 24/7. It can record to a microSD card inserted on the doorbell itself up to a 256GB card. And with Wyze subscription, it also records events to the cloud. With Wyze, to get all the features of their cameras and their doorbells, like their smart detection and notifications, you need to have a Wyze subscription, which starts at $3 a month for one camera or $10 a month for all your Wyze cameras. If you want descriptive alerts and AI search, then you need the Unlimited Pro for $20 a month. If you have Wyze smart locks, you can easily integrate it to this doorbell, so you can lock and unlock it from the doorbell's live view. Except Wyze forgot to add it to the more than likely situation of you remotely unlocking the door. And you will understand this more when I show you later on. This is IP65 weather resistant. And now, it doesn't come with its own chime, but you can use your Wyze cameras as a chime, or Wyze also has a universal Wi-Fi chime, which is a separate purchase. Take note though, if you wire this in with your doorbell wiring, you will have an option to use your existing chime. Except you have to use the Wyze chime controller, which is also a separate purchase. This doorbell will only come with a jumper wire, and this will not work your existing chime, but will just put your doorbell in wired mode. Anyways, you can also use Google and Amazon devices as a chime if you want. And with the Amazon Show, you can have it automatically load the live view when the doorbell button is pressed. But there's a software bug on this one, which I'll also tell you in a bit. Inside the box, you will get a short USB-C cable. We have the mounting plate and an angled wedge. And we have the doorbell itself. We have the PIR sensor here on top, camera lens, light sensor and mic, doorbell button with a ring light. On the bottom, we have the speaker. And on the back, we have the terminal screws to wire this in if you want. And we have a rubber flap that covers the USB-C port to charge it. And on the bottom here, we have another rubber flap for the microSD card slot. And beside it is the setup button. It also comes with a small wire nuts, a push tool, extension wires, and a jumper wire for your chime box when wired in. And lastly, we have the mounting screws. To set up, let's insert a microSD card first. Open up the Wyze app, plus sign, add device, cameras, video doorbells, Wyze Battery Doorbell. Press the setup button for 5 seconds until you hear, "Ready to connect." Select your Wi-Fi network, 2.4 GHz only. Type in your password and wait until it is successfully paired. Now you choose which power mode you want, battery or wired. I'll initially set this up as battery mode. And also I will add this doorbell to my unlimited Wyze plan to test out all its features. To install, screw in the mounting plate using the 2 included screws. Line up the doorbell to the mount from the bottom and push it in until it clicks in place. To remove the doorbell from the mount, using the push tool, put it in the small hole on the top and push down, and the doorbell will come off. For wired install, make sure power is off on the doorbell's chime. Then screw in the jumper wire connecting the trans or transformer to the front or rear depending on where your doorbell wiring is wired. Then screw in on either terminals the 2 wires from your doorbell button. And now the Wyze Battery Doorbell is in wired mode and can be set to record 24/7. Let's check these settings in the app. Also, this is in wired mode. When you open up the app, you will see the snapshot from the doorbell. Click on it to get to live view, which loads up quick. We have SD card to see the recordings, and I have set it to record 24/7, which you are able to see here. Also, events are marked, and when you expand it, you will see that a person is detected or an animal. On the main screen though, these events down here are the ones that are in the cloud. So you have 2 recordings from the cloud and on the SD card. And you can download the footage from here. You can also take a snapshot or record the live view. Switch view will punch in the view a little bit, but not a lot. And this doorbell also has a siren and has quick responses.
Can I help you? Be there shortly. Please leave the package at the door.
Gear icon for the settings. Virtual calls. So this doorbell has an option for you to be called on your phone instead of just a notification. Detection zones. Grid type. Motion warning.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
Event recording. I have a Wyze subscription, so I have smart motion events. And you can set the cooldown, but make sure to set it to no cooldown so as to not miss any motion events. And you can also set the maximum video length. Micro SD card, and this is where you can set the doorbell to record continuously 24/7. Notifications, I can set which events I want to be notified about. And we have advanced settings. Chime, this is where you can choose to integrate chimes that you have. If you have the Wyze chime, or to set your house chime, or even set your Wyze cameras as a chime. As to the lock, this is where you can add your Wyze lock to the live view of the doorbell. Alright, so now the lock and unlock icon will appear on the live view. But Wyze forgot to add it to the view when you answer the doorbell, which is different. I think this is the more important view. Like for example, when your friends are visiting, which they will most likely ring your doorbell first. Then you have to hang up and go to the live view to open them, which kind of defeats the purpose of this feature. Anyways, time to do some testing. Video and audio quality of the Wyze Battery Video Doorbell, and this has a 150-degree head-to-toe field of view. And this is what it looks like when I'm close to the doorbell, and this is what it looks like when I'm close to the door. So this is the video quality of the Wyze Battery Video Doorbell at night, and this with my lights turned on. And this is what it looks like when I'm close to the doorbell, and this is what it looks like when I'm close to the door. So this is the video quality of the Wyze Battery Video Doorbell at night, and there's no lights, and we have two infrared LEDs. And this is what it looks like when I'm close to the doorbell, and this is what it looks like when I'm close to the door. We are going to test the notification speed of the Wyze Battery Video Doorbell. And I'm on my 5G cellular connection, and it is 3:33. So let's check it out. This is in battery mode, so it's not wired in. There you go, status light on, and I should be getting a notification here. Or just like that. And when you press and hold, you'll get a snapshot, and you can snooze the notifications if you want. But when you click on this, it should open up the live view decently quick. Cool. 3:34. Okay, so it is still 3:34. It's less than 30 seconds. Let's see if there is a notification and recording cool off on the Wyze Battery Video Doorbell. Nope, status light is on, and I should be getting a notification here again, just like that. Cool. Now this time we are going to check how soon the doorbell is gonna notify me when somebody pushes the doorbell. Oh, that is pretty quick. So you can have this as a notification, and also you can actually change in the settings if you want a regular phone call instead of a in-app notification. You can do that too. Yep. So it is now a phone call. There you go. Cool. Now this time porch pirate testing, and we're gonna pick up the package and see how soon the camera picks it up. Uh-oh, there you go. Got a notification. Oh yeah, saw me. Yes, can I help you?
Yes, can I help you?
Hi, is LifeHackster here?
Hi,
Hi, is LifeHackster here?
Sorry he's not here right now. You wanna leave a message?
Sorry he's not here right now. You wanna leave a message?
No, it's okay. Thank you. Hi, is LifeHackster here? No, it's okay. Thank you.
So what do you think? I personally like the wide field view of this doorbell. This doorbell though only records the doorbell side of the conversation. I wish it records both. Also, the video quality I think is highly compressed. It has a low bitrate causing motion artifacts in the footage. I like that it can be wired in and you can set it to record 24/7. I also like that you can set it to automatically stream the live view when someone pushes the doorbell on your Amazon Echo Show. Except there's a bug that when you do that, the mic has a delay in responding. So you're not able to initiate two-way talk until like 10 seconds later. You are seeing it's cycling on and off because of what I did earlier. So this is a bug that Wyze needs to fix. If it is not added to Amazon though, it has no issues. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.